your body can only survive a few minutes in the harshest environments on Earth. We're talking places so cold that exposed skin freezes in seconds, and deserts so hot that the ground itself becomes lethal. Today we're counting down the 10 most extreme temperature locations on our planet, and the facts will shock you. Some of these places seem almost impossible. So stick around as we reveal the coldest and hottest spots where life barely hangs on. We're starting with Snag, Yukon, Canada. On January 3, 1947, Snag recorded an incredible -81.4 degrees Fahrenheit, that's -63 degrees Celsius. This is the lowest temperature ever officially recorded in North America north of the Arctic Circle. To put this in perspective, at that temperature, carbon dioxide actually freezes into dry ice. Water doesn't just freeze, it becomes rock solid, shattering if you drop it. The residents of Snag experience something so extreme that it remains a benchmark for North American cold records over 75 years later. It's almost incomprehensible how brutal that kind of cold actually is. Death Valley holds the title for the hottest temperature ever reliably recorded on Earth. On August 16, 1913, Furnace Creek in Death Valley hit 134 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 56.7 degrees Celsius. This record has stood for over a century, and scientists debate whether we'll ever see it surpassed. The heat is so intense that the sand itself can reach temperatures above 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Visitors are warned that you can literally cook an egg on the rocks, and stepping barefoot on the ground would cause severe burns in seconds. Death Valley isn't just hot, it's a glimpse into what the edge of survival actually looks like. The Plateau Station in Antarctica hits -86.2 degrees Fahrenheit, which is -65.7 degrees Celsius. This research station sits at nearly 12,000 feet elevation in the heart of the Antarctic continent, making it one of the most isolated places on Earth. At this temperature, metal becomes brittle and shatters like glass. Plastic becomes as hard as stone. The human body simply cannot generate enough heat to survive outdoors for long. Scientists working there must wear extreme protective gear, and even then, frostbite develops within minutes on exposed skin. The Plateau Station represents not just extreme cold, but extreme isolation combined with deadly temperatures. Verkhoyanks, Siberia, Russia experienced -89.9 degrees Fahrenheit on February 5, 1933, that's -67.7 degrees Celsius. This remote Siberian settlement holds the record for the coldest temperature ever reliably recorded in an inhabited location. The air itself becomes thick and crystalline at this temperature, and your breath literally turns to ice particles before it leaves your mouth. The ground is permanently frozen hundreds of feet deep. People who live in areas near Verkhoyanks must adapt their entire lifestyle to these conditions, from specially designed heating systems to vehicles that won't work without constant maintenance. This is one of the few places on Earth where humans persist despite truly apocalyptic conditions. The surface of the Atacama Desert in Chile reaches temperatures that rival deserts anywhere on Earth. While not holding an official record for the single hottest spot, parts of the Atacama have measured ground surface temperatures exceeding 150 degrees Fahrenheit, 65 degrees Celsius. The Atacama is so dry and so hot that large regions remain virtually untouched by life. Some parts haven't seen rain in over 400 years. NASA actually uses it to test rover equipment meant for Mars because the conditions are so similar. The combination of heat and aridity creates an environment so extreme that it's essentially another planet. This desert represents not just heat, but the absence of water and life itself. Oymyakon, Siberia, Russia is the coldest inhabited location on Earth, regularly experiencing temperatures below -60 degrees Fahrenheit, -51 degrees Celsius. People actually live here year-round. The average winter temperature hovers around -50 Fahrenheit. Schools don't close until temperatures hit -54 degrees Fahrenheit. At these temperatures, car engines won't start without being heated for hours. Eyelashes freeze instantly when you step outside. The ground never thaws, making construction and agriculture nearly impossible. Yet around 500 people call Oymyakon home, proving that humans can adapt to almost anything. It's a living testament to human resilience in conditions that seem incompatible with life. Dome A in Antarctica reached -89.6 degrees Fahrenheit on July 21, 2013, -67.6 degrees Celsius. Dome A sits at over 13,000 feet elevation in the heart of the Antarctic ice sheet, making it one of the most remote and inhospitable locations humanity has ever measured. No permanent human settlement exists there, only robotic weather stations maintain observations. The ice around Dome A is nearly 2 miles thick. Wind speeds regularly exceed 60 miles per hour, combined with this extreme cold, creating a wind chill that's essentially unmeasurable in normal terms. Dome A represents the absolute frontier of Earth's habitable regions, where only machines can survive year-round. Kebili, Tunisia in North Africa recorded 131 degrees Fahrenheit, or 55 degrees Celsius, on August 7, 1931. While not the official global record, this temperature ranks among the highest ever measured in Africa and demonstrates the extreme heat of the Sahara Desert. Ground temperatures in the Sahara can exceed 170 degrees Fahrenheit. Sandstorms and heat waves regularly exceed 120 degrees Fahrenheit across vast regions. The Sahara contains some of the most inhospitable terrain on Earth. Humans have inhabited the Sahara for millennia, yet the heat remains a constant life-threatening challenge. Kebili represents one of the hottest locations in a continent where heat extremes are the norm. East Antarctic Plateau reached -94.7 degrees Fahrenheit on August 10, 2010, that's -70.4 degrees Celsius. This temperature was recorded via satellite at the high ridge of the Antarctic Plateau, a location so remote that no human could possibly survive being stationed there permanently. The measurement came from the coldest spot Earth scientists had ever identified on our planet. At this temperature, carbon dioxide freezes solid. Human breath becomes visible as a cloud of ice crystals immediately. Hypothermia sets in within minutes. The Antarctic Plateau represents conditions as close to outer space as you can experience while still on Earth. This is the closest we get to the surface conditions of the Moon. The absolute coldest spot ever reliably recorded on Earth's surface is in Antarctica, measuring -95.3 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a staggering -70.7 degrees Celsius, recorded in 2013 by satellite. Think about this, that's colder than dry ice freezes at. That's colder than the coldest temperatures in Earth's stratosphere. At this temperature, human skin freezes solid in seconds. Oxygen becomes thick and syrupy. The physics of matter itself changes. Your blood would begin to crystallize if exposed. Yet this extreme cold exists on our own planet, in a place geographically closer to us than the Moon is. The Antarctic Plateau represents the absolute limit of Earth's hostility to human life. It reminds us that our planet contains environments as alien as science fiction, right here in reality. From the coldest spots where temperatures reach near absolute zero to deserts that can cook flesh in minutes, Earth's extremes are genuinely mind-blowing. If you loved these facts, smash that like button and subscribe for more incredible science and geography content. Drop a comment below telling us which extreme location terrifies you most. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.